YouTube. I opened up the jar of mead last night. I figured let's try a sip of it. I'm just gonna drink on it because I want to make a fresh batch for when the missus shows up. Although I would have preferred she would have kept that a secret. That would have added to the mystique to it, but it's all good. I'm not worried about it. And I gotta say, this Dole juice mead that I made with the pineapple juice, the latest batch of me, blah. It's definitely doing the trick. I slammed like half the jar yesterday, and I might do the same today, because fuck it, that's the fun of, or spam out the second half of it for a couple days. It don't matter. Because I really ain't hurt no one. I make my wands, I make my wine, I make my videos. I sell my tactical soap, I sell my merchandise. Oh, Lordy, that is smooth. You get this bite of vanilla, orange, just a blast of orange juice mainly. That's the main taste. And then the fruity effervescence of everything else that I put into this mead. It's like a wave, a symphony of mostly orange, chocolate, and vanilla. But then you get all the other flavors, the cherry, everything else. And then when it hits your stomach, it burns like a son of a bitch. Turbo yeast is most definitely what's up, tubes. If you want to make like really, really strong alcohol at a really cheap price, I definitely recommend using turbo wine yeast. They got like these 48-hour ones that'll give you 20% alcohol in like a week. You let it age 2 weeks, and you filter it into a clean jar after 12 days if it's got fruit in it, and you're good to go. Because you don't want that shit to get, rotted. And, yeah. And people are like, I'm surprised he hasn't died from drinking his own mead. I'm not, dipshit. Because I watch a lot of how-to videos on YouTube. And, I wash my jars and shit and sanitize everything after each batch. So, yeah, there's that. This is some good mead, though. I made this at the beginning of February, and it ain't half bad, YouTube. People are like, I wonder what's the next meetup day going to be, and it's like, it's coming. Let's sip on this mead, because it's definitely ready, dude. I took a fucking glass of it yesterday, and I was like, fuck me, that is some fire shit. And then I had another glass of it, and I said, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to make a new batch in March anyways, so let's just drain this jar real quick. I enjoy making my own wine, and I appreciate the fans sending me cool stuff in the mail to help me make it a reality. People like watching me make my own hooch, and they're like, yes, I've inspired a lot of people to get into the hobby of winemaking. It is truly fun. And if you know what you're doing, you do your research, but it's basic science, people. Yeast plus sugar plus liquid equals alcohol. So you could just do it with water if you wanted to make like a clear shine kind of thing. If you don't have access to like the moonshiner's kit, the copper distiller, and all that, you know. But there are many different ways to make liquor, and that's what's up. It is a fun hobby to get into if you don't have access to like some popcorn set and status type stuff, yes sir. Then you can easily make it at home for like a fraction of the cost, and it's totally legal to make, provided you're old enough to drink. If you are not old enough to consume liquor, then you shall be making it at your own risk because I do not condone such activities. All these concerned parents who are going to email me like, oh my god, my kid watched your video and you taught them how to make alcohol. You're an asshole. And I'm like, ma'am, those videos are age restricted. If you're not monitoring what the hell your youngins is watching on YouTube, then that's not my fucking fault. Blame the artist instead of the bad parenting, right? Especially when that parent's got alcohol in their liquor cabinet now. And then you want to get mad at me because I showed you cool cobras how to make your own delicious hooch for a fraction of the cost. Going to a liquor store or a bar is convenient because it's already there, it's already brewed, you don't gotta do nothing except pay for it. So that being said, making your own wine, hooch, whatever, it takes time and it takes love and care. You gotta put passion into it. My buddy Ari, my buddy Aaron, some cool dudes. They tried some of my apple silk mead and they were like, God damn, dude. I swear by that recipe because it's fucking delicious. When you find a mead recipe that works, it works. This, however, just burns the crap out of you, and then I'm alright with that. Can you believe a year after Popcorn Sutton Dunn killed himself, moonshining became legal? I would have been sitting there partying with the devil going, aw, you motherfucking, ain't that some... That's just what I believe in. I think the devil is misunderstood, and that the real evil is in our society, man. But that's just my opinion, not that it matters. And speaking of the devil, we gotta talk some religion here. Why religion works? Because it's built on the simple structure of a belief system, a place to belong, and the power of the mind. And that's why all religion is the same. It doesn't matter if you believe in Jesus or Satan or whatever. It's all pretty much the same gimmick, you know. This is why I have my own system, and it works. The people praying to Jesus for a miracle are no different than the people who practice spells to better their life. It's the same outcome, but it's shaped differently, is what I'm getting at. And if you actually read the Bible, there's a lot of references to witchcraft in the Bible, but nobody would believe me if I told them. Like, for example, Jesus rising from the dead, that sounds like necromancy. Drinking his blood because it turned to wine, that sounds like vampirism. Eating his flesh, that's cannibalism, and that's just fucked up. But you can believe what you want to believe, dude. A lot of religion gets a bad name because of the extremist assholes, and that's any religion, really. And that's what unites Christians and Satanists, is that on both sides, YouTube, there are people who practice these faiths, and they do fucked up shit in the name of their deific force, and it's fucking retarded, but I didn't say that. That's why here at Cobra Cults, we use our satanic powers for good. Thank you very much. Unless there's a motherfucker who really needs to be cursed. I mean, like, they have to have done some really fucked up shit, you know. You gotta believe in yourself, man. Power to the people. And practice black magic, yeah. Black flame to light my green smoke. I do hope you fools who are watching my videos hating on me realize you can't stop greatness. I appreciate all my fans. The power of the mind is a wonderful thing, YouTube. This is why childhood imagination is the most precious magic. It allows people to escape into a world of their own without using some form of technology, you know. And fuck sickos, they're the worst. I think sickos are worse than my fucking asshole trolls, to be honest. And what's fucking hilarious about that is I'd rather spend time making my own delicious homemade wine and then trying said wine and then getting a little buzz off of it and laughing at all the idiots who would rather waste their time trolling Cobra, and all it does is make it more popular and contribute to the fucking reason why you're jealous of me in the first place. And when they fucking realize that, their heads will. That is some good wine. Turbo yeast definitely does the trick. If you don't got turbo yeast, I would use 1114. You know, it works. Buying yeast packets on the interwebs is pretty fucking cheap, you know what I'm saying? Making wine is surprisingly simple. You just gotta keep your shit sterile, you know. A mead is a type of wine, YouTube. It is a honey wine. You add honey, sugar, yeast, liquid fruit, boom. And this homemade mead that I made definitely tastes strong, y'all. Like, goddamn. I'm getting a little pep from the caffeine when I poured the Red Bull in there when straining it. And I get this kick of just straight, dude. This is definitely a 20% mead. It is strong, man. It's stronger than most Four Locos, mind you. I made it myself. Nothing against any of the distillers, but drinking your own homemade shit is super cool. Mm. Chunks of chocolate in there, nice. I'd remake that meat again. That was some fire shit.